Good evening and a very, very warm welcome each and every one on Supergrad's YouTube channel. And the right talk says that, a right institute can make the career, but the wrong one can break the career. So, Supergrads is here to always introduce you with the right set of institutes. And in this particular episode, we are introducing you with TAPMI Manipal and TAPMI Mangaluru. A very, very warm welcome, Aditya Jadhav Mohan sir. And because we interviewed you last year, this particular interview is going to be a different one than that particular year. And in this particular episode, we are going to exactly, post-mortem what exactly is happening inside TAPME in last 3 odd years. Because now it has been quite a while that you have already started your BB Honors program as well as IPM
Yeah.
program. Very warm welcome, Aditya sir.
Thank you, Rahul. Thank you for having me on your platform.
All right, sir. Now, before we start a tough set of questions, I would like to ask you the basic one. You know, why should students choose TAPMI for their undergraduate programs? What? Because today in today's era, a lot of students are actually looking after a lot of good campuses. In today's time, IPM is introduced by a lot of IIMs. So why TAPMI?
Okay, so I would like to clarify that why TAPME, because TAPME is a student-centric school in very simple terms,
Okay.
and our programs are always career focused. We are very cautious of the fact that okay, parents are committing their students to our care to ensure that their careers are made, and our programs, whether it's the IPM program or the BBA Honors program, has a very strong career orientation, and that's why TAPME would be a good choice.
But the second question that actually turns up in my mind right now, why two programs? Why a specific IPM program, then BB Honors program also? And what are the difference between these two programs? Because I think TAPME is the only institute that is running both the programs.
Okay, so I'll be very frank with you. Our choice comes out with a different reasoning.
Yeah.
When we said that, okay, we were looking for a UG program, we were very sure. So when we partnered with Manipal University, which is an institution of eminence as per the
Right.
government of India, we get an opportunity to introduce into the UG sector. We wanted to create a career oriented UG program. And when we say careers, we are basically talking of multiple pathways available to a student, whether it's getting into corporates and kickstarting their career, whether pursuing PhD after their undergrad of 4 years by doing research, or whether they want to get into go abroad and study abroad, or they want to get into entrepreneurship. So we wanted to create a program which will give them multiple options to choose before they make their final career choice. And that is what the BBA honors program is. Okay, it gives you all possible opportunities to explore before deciding what to do. Whereas the IPM program is a classic BBA MBA that has been introduced by TAPME at the Manipal campus. We already have the MBA program.
Right.
The idea was to create a cohort of students whose grounding in management will be very strong when they enter to MBA.
Mm-hmm.
With IPM, the real value addition will happen in the MBA, but many times we had seen the students struggle while going in their MBA first year or second year because their background or the grounding necessary is not existing. And MBA
Right.
is a very fast track program.
Right.
So the 3 years of BBA at Manipal train you to utilize the MBA portion very effectively and grow fast. So the whole IPM idea is that it's an interesting experiment started with IIM Indore. Oh, 1 minute. Okay, it's an interesting experiment that started with IIM Indore, and we have adopted it. But it has only 60 seats. It will remain at 60 seats. So that's not going to increase. Our idea is very clear.
All right. So a subsequent question on this particular part, because you specifically mentioned the differences between the two programs highlighted, but
Yes.
curriculum-wise, what is the difference between BB Honors program and IPM program? Because that will give clear idea to the students then.
Okay. So in the BBA honors program, what is happening in the first 3 years of whether it's BBA honors or IPM, the curriculum is exactly same.
Hmm. All right.
Okay, there is no difference. Actually, the criteria to move to MBA in IPM is also not an autonomic progression. Okay, and in even in BBA honors, the fourth year is not automatic.
All right.
Okay, in both cases, you have to ensure that you have 6.5 CGPA by the end of year three.
Okay.
Okay, then only you can progress to MBA or you can progress to the honors year.
All right.
Otherwise, you graduate with a
You graduate with BBA only.
BBA.
Okay.
Okay. So
Yeah.
the first 3 years are common.
Okay.
What in the BBA, I will start with BBA, IPM. In IPM, what happens? You graduate with the BBA at the end of 3 years, and
Yes.
you are admitted into the MBA program,
Mhm.
and then you are 60 students amongst the 360 that have been admitted to
All right.
MBA. Okay, so 300 odd students are coming from
Three
laterally
months.
through the
That
laterally through CAT.
cat. All right. Oh, that side. Okay.
Okay.
So 360.
And then these 60 plus those 300
Yeah.
form the cohort that will graduate with MBA after 2 years.
Okay.
There you are going to learn with your peers.
Okay.
And you know that what you would have studied in the, for example, you would have studied marketing during BBA,
Right.
you would have your own understanding. But when you study with the peers, the same thing in the first year, you will get a completely different perspective,
Perspective. Yeah.
right? And that strengthens your foundation, and then you go to the second year specializations and you graduate with an MBA degree. That's the IPM program. In
That's
BBA honors, what we are doing is at the end of 3 years, you are basically eligible to come to the fourth year only if you have a 6.5 CGPA.
all right.
Okay, so at the end of third year, they have to make choice of their career track. So we offer them four career tracks.
Four career tracks. Okay.
One is corporate career,
Okay.
people who are really looking for making a corporate career.
Yeah.
Second is a research track.
All right.
Third is an entrepreneurship track. And
Okay.
the fourth one is the study abroad track.
Study abroad track. Okay.
Okay. So in corporate career track, what happens is in the third year for a general BBA, we ask students to choose two elective streams. So they basically specialize in two electives.
Okay.
Right? We offer 8 elective streams where they are studying marketing, finance, HR, analytics, IT, supply chain,
Supply chain as well.
economics,
Okay.
economics.
Economics as
Okay,
well. Okay.
economics as well, and yeah, strategy. So these are the
Strategy.
8 streams in which, so they choose 2 out of 8.
Okay.
Okay, and once they finish the third year, they undergo an internship for 4 months.
4 months. Okay.
Okay, based on their internship and their interest and their learning at the third year, they choose one area of specialization, and that is the area of specialization they will study again in detail in the fourth year, and
Okay.
they will graduate with a so we are expecting that total electives that the student studies in the 4 years of BBA honors program is 18.
18.
Okay,
All right.
8 in the third year, which is 4 in each subject, that is, and then 10 in the fourth year. So of your major, you have studied 14 subjects. Of the minor, you have studied 4.
Four.
So when you have studied 14 subjects in an area, your depth is good. Certainly your experience is there, but because of that depth, we are sure that the industry will hire them. And industry is hiring them. So we don't have to
All right.
say, many industries have already shown interest in
So
this type
when
of
is the
things.
first batch of BB honors going to pass, sir? In which year?
Next year.
Next year. Oh,
So they
already
have
in 3 years.
already, so all of them have already got through into the corporate internship, which is the third internship
All right.
that they are doing, and then they have already placed with good
Okay.
stipends, and
Good
many
stipends.
companies are sure that okay, PPOs will flow in,
Oh,
so we are
PPS
not
also
worried.
will flow for them. Okay, that's great.
Yeah, yeah. So that
That's
is the
great.
whole idea. Then second track is research track. Someone who
Yeah.
wants to pursue PhD abroad,
Hmm.
what they do is they come to the fourth year, they take up a research area, they study research methods, research techniques, and everything. They also work on a research paper, complete the research paper by the end of fourth year. This helps. They work with one faculty member as their guide. The
Okay.
faculty member also has a responsibility to help the student reach out to good PhD programs globally and push and then we help them because MAHE has association 270 foreign universities.
170 foreign universities. Okay.
Okay, so we are utilizing all of them for this.
Great.
Okay, so
Great.
we have so many good associations. So our idea is each student who pursues research track with TAPME Bangalore BBA honors should actually go for PhD abroad only. If not PhD, the masters or anything abroad. The third track is entrepreneurship track. So Manipal has an institution called MILES, Manipal Institute for Innovation, Entrepreneurship and Leadership.
Okay.
Okay. Now, what they do with MILES is the student is parallelly doing 3 things. He's studying some basic courses in
Okay.
the year 4. He is working with Miles and studying the courses that Miles is offering. Miles offers boot camps for entrepreneurship. which are
Okay.
run with existing entrepreneurs. So these students join there and get their skill set. Third thing that they are working on is a business plan.
Business plan. Okay.
Our whole idea is Mahe has an innovation, or rather an innovator, what you can say,
Incubator and innovator, right?
an, an entrepreneurship ecosystem called Mudbi. Okay, so
Okay.
Mudbi is the government of India approved incubator.
Incubator. Okay.
Okay, so all these students will come back to Mudbi at the end of fourth year and present their business plans.
All right.
If their business plans are good enough, Mudbi will be taking them over, providing them a stipend and funding to start their company for 2 years.
Funding as well. All right.
Yeah,
That is a great point
so
being
a
made.
full-fledged incubator. So next 2 years they will work with Mudbi to get their product into the market. That
Okay.
is for Innogy. Third track. And
Third and
fourth track
fourth one.
is we are already tying up with Deakin University, Southampton University, and another few universities.
Yeah.
Our idea is 5 to 6 universities where anyone based on the CGPA that they get in TAPME
Hmm.
will get a direct admission to the master's program in those universities abroad. No selection process. They will get a complete offer letter.
Great. Great.
Yeah. So only thing that they have to ensure is a visa, and they
Okay.
go and
Okay.
complete the masters abroad. So
But
these are
still,
the four
and
tracks.
you're going to get the university from Tapmi's help, and that's great. I think all the four tracks rightly, I think, rightly explained by Aditya Jadhav sir over here, because I clearly understand that this is the vision, this is the overall vision of the organization, and when you're doing BB honors from TAPME, they're taking you complete owners, whether you want to do a corporate job, whether you want to, build your own startup, whether you actually want to do PhD or you want to study in foreign university, everything is open for you guys. So I think this is first time when we are interacting so deep today, and I think this is a good takeaway from this particular discussion. Thank
Yeah.
you, Aditya sir, for highlighting this thing. Now let's talk about the pre-admission process also a bit,
Yeah.
because there's one thing that I've observed, Aditya sir, that you're taking multiple entrance exams. I want to know the
Yes.
reason behind them, and if you're taking multiple entrance exam, how do you exactly normalize the scores of different set of students?
Yeah. So the reason why we are taking multiple entrance exam is we understand the stress that a student is undergoing right now for
Agreed.
getting into it. And I don't agree with it. See, if you really ask me, I would love to have a standardized entrance exam like we currently have what for NEET for MBBS, right?
Right, right,
There, student is clear on what they are really trying to do.
right.
Here, we would love to do that, but there are a lot of hurdles. Not every school is going to cooperate with on that front. So we have decided to at least reduce some pressure on the student on that front, and that's why we are open to all the seven entrance exams that we have listed. That is IPMAT Indore, IPMAT Rohtak, JIPMAT. Then we are also ready to take JE
He
mains,
means
not advanced. Mains is good enough. CLAT,
hmm,
STAT, and the Manipal entrance test.
right.
Okay. The second thing what we wanted is if you are already appearing for any of these exams, many students do. Okay, we don't see any reason why we should force them to undergo one entrance exam with us only.
Right.
Okay, just to reduce our pressure of normalizing, we don't want to do that. Okay, so we do have a complete normalization score process to ranks. Okay,
Ranks.
and
Okay.
that is done centrally by the registrar evaluation of Mahe.
All right.
Okay, it is not something that the admissions office trifles with just to help someone. We don't have any say on it. The whole entrance exam of MET as well as everything else that goes to the registrar evaluation. He has a complete ecosystem to evaluate, and he sends back us the overall ranks based on the entrance exam.
Based on entrance exams. All right. So I think this was the tougher question that I thought I should be bringing in. And the next one is also, I just want to, because of the inquisitiveness and curiosity, I've been asking this. You have introduced micro presentation also in the
Yes.
introductory round. What is the reason behind it, and what is the process? So let's start with explaining of the process after the entrance test. Once a student
Okay.
is
So first
called
and
in.
foremost, okay, there are three things that we decided
Yeah.
that this year also at least we will be following it, and if possible, we'll continue following it.
All right.
First is we have decided we will not reject or we won't have a shortlist.
Oh, that's great news.
Okay, so we
Okay.
are very clear on this. There won't be any shortlisting.
Direct
We
selection
will
over.
give a student a full opportunity to go through the complete process.
Complete process.
Okay,
Okay.
our ranks, final ranks are decided on multiple parameters. The parameters include their performance in 10th and 12th.
Okay.
Okay, the entrance exam,
Okay.
the interview, and the micro presentation.
All right.
Okay, all
Is
these
there is
parameters.
there a decided percentage of weightage to give into all the things, or
No,
it's
no, that also is decided by the registrar evaluation. We will not be able to
okay?
discuss that out. But fairly, importance is given to everyone. We
To
don't want,
everything. Yeah.
because one thing we have seen that okay, entrance exam on that day things may not work out for you.
May not work out.
Okay, you may not be well. Okay, we don't want to reject. Second thing is we know okay, if my entrance exam has somehow not gone well, but I still have an opportunity to give an interview. I might perform well in the interview. It's on another day.
Right.
Okay, micro presentation and interview have been introduced for that specific purpose. Okay, so we are giving importance to the 10th, 12th, we are giving importance to the entrance exam, and we are also giving importance to the micro presentation and interview.
Interview.
Now,
Okay.
why are the micro presentation interview happen after the entrance exams? We don't, that also we could have done before because everything is given weightage. But after a lot of thought, we understood that students are really stressed during the entrance exam time, and that's not the right time to actually tell them come for an interview. We have seen, students may not really do their best, and we want to give them an opportunity to do the best. That's a very simple thing. The reason why we go ahead and do this. So now what we have started doing is the micro presentation interview happens after the entrance exams are done. There is no shortlisting, so we do not wait for the results to come. The weightage will be added and the rank list will come after that. Okay. But in the micro presentation and interview process, we basically specify two things. A micro presentation. Now, what exactly are we doing in the micro presentation? We have given a big list of 100 odd topics on the TAPME
Website.
website.
All right. Already.
Okay.
Already. Correct. Yeah.
You can't choose the topic. Topic will be chosen by the interviewer on the spot,
All right.
but you will get an idea. The idea is how well you can think on the spot,
Right.
okay, and how well you can communicate the ideas that come to your mind.
Taken.
So the micro presentation gives students 90 seconds to prepare, and it is 2 minutes of micro presentation. It's not a half an hour, 15 minutes. It's a 2 minutes
2 minutes of micro presentation.
talk. You can think of it as a elevator pitch.
Elevator pitch.
Okay, so
All right.
90 seconds preparation, 2 minutes of talk, micro presentation is over, followed by an interview.
Followed by an interview. All right, I think some interesting talks from Tatmi's guys, friends, and certainly a lot of interesting points being made that there won't be any shortlisting this particular year. You
Yes,
have to go through the entire process, and finally, the selection will happen. And selection involves 7 entrances, and normalization process is done by the registrar over there. And apart from that, you have to face interviews and micro presentation. Sir, is it an online process, the interview and micro presentation?
yes, it is online.
It is an online process. So you can sit at the comfort of your home and actually, get inside the
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
institute, yeah, and give
Certainly.
this particular thing. Now, next question to you, sir. I would like to ask this particular question. How many seats are given to BB Honors program? Because that is
So,
also important.
so we have 300 seats in the BB Honors program.
Okay, and how
That's the
how is
approved intake by
allocation to IPM
AICTE.
and BB Honors is done?
No, no, no. So there are 60 IPM seats and
Okay,
300 BB Honors seats. Okay.
all right,
So the top 60 students, as per the selection process, okay,
okay,
right, will get an offer for both.
okay, for IPM and BB Honors both. All right,
Both. Okay. They have to make a choice.
you have to make a choice. Okay,
Okay. Whereas the others will continue getting offers for BB Honors.
BB
If
Honors.
a seat is vacant, automatically. So we do not we are what we are trying to do is we understand that students make choices, may not make the appropriate choice at the start. They need more information, and I am a very strong proponent of informed choice. Okay, so what we are doing is we are saying you are coming through the whole process for both the programs till the end, and the choice is left with the student. If he is good enough, it is his choice whether he wants to go to the IPM at Manipal or BBM or at Bangalore.
Taken.
Each have a different reason to exist. Okay.
Right.
There is no, it's not like, okay, either or based on what is your own career vision, you should choose.
Taken. So are there any plans of increasing the number of seats in years to come?
No, that's
Not
the
yet.
max we have gone.
Okay, already.
Yeah, we have made a conscious. See, initially, we started with 120 seats.
Taken.
Okay, we have gone to 300 because when we came to the third year,
Hmm.
okay, with the first batch, which had around 98 students, it occurred to us that there are very interesting electives that we want the students to learn, skill themselves, okay, but we are unable to offer because the cohort size is very small. Because the cohort is getting split into multiple elective streams, and if you have 5, 6 students in the class,
Right.
okay, there is no peer learning, there is no strength in the learning.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
so we don't want that to happen. So it was a conscious choice made that okay, 300 is something which is an ideal size to offer electives, because at the end, irrespective of whatever, you will still have 20, 25 students in each elective subject, and that's a good enough discussion based
that can
cohort.
happen, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's the
on the IPM front, any thought on IPM front? Not yet.
the IPM front also. It will not increase because you understand the IPM is merging with
The
MBA
MBA
General
over
of
there, and the
IPM,
360 already
and
are
there
there.
are already 300 students there,
Yeah. Okay.
and these are the 60 who will join.
Right. So,
Okay, and we are not interested to increase that size.
all right, sir. So, does TAPMI, Manipal, and Bangalore offer the foreign exchange program or the immersion program to the students, undergrad students?
No,
You don't. Okay.
we don't, because if you really ask me, we don't find value in it. I'll
All
be
right.
frank with it. See, because in an immersion program, you are going to go and spend a university abroad. Everything, the value is very high. Okay, I myself spend as part of my PhD abroad. I understand the value coming out of it. But the amount of money that parents spend on this exchange program is very high.
Okay.
And does it really add value to the CV when the student comes back? We have not seen much.
All right.
That's why we made a decision that we will not go for exchange, but rather we will go for pathways. This pathway of where a student studying at TAPME BBA can get a confirmed admission based
In
on his
different
CGPA
universities. Yeah.
to
Okay.
a master's program, where after which he also gets a visa of that country
Hmm.
and continues to work to recover. Think of it. For example, we have with Southampton. Southampton is in the top 100 B schools in the world, top 100 universities of the world. Their B school is fantastic. They are saying you come for their masters is 1 year only. They
Okay.
have 1 year masters. They are saying you come and join our masters for 1 year. The total program cost, tuition fees will be around 17 lakhs. It's 17,000 pounds. So give and take it 17, 18 lakhs. But a student will be able to work there.
Yeah.
Okay, because what I'm saying is, they do have research assistantships and all, so that takes care of the cost. Plus, you have an opportunity to continue working in UK for next 3 years.
Next 3 years.
And if you get 3 years of visa is attached to it, and after that, if you have an opportunity to get a PR or something, you know, you
That's
can
it.
decide. Now, after spending so much money, expecting someone to come back to India and work does not make sense.
That's not
But
make
if they can continue working and recover money, then it's a win-win situation for all. So we do not, I'm very categorical here. We do
sense.
not have any immersion program, exchange programs. We only have these pathway programs. And
All right.
right now it is two universities and almost 18 programs of those two universities together, 6 in Deakin, 12 in 23 plus 6, 29 programs, 23 in Southampton and 6. So you can go to 23, any program out of the 23. And we are sure that, okay, within the next 1 year, we'll add another 3 universities to this list.
More universities away.
So
Great
five.
point, sir.
Five is what we are looking at.
All right.
So my vision is that 60 students across 5 universities every year should be able to go abroad, minimum 60.
Minimum 60. All right. All right. My next question is very direct, sir. What kind of
Yeah.
placement assistance does TAPMI provide to Category 1 IPM students, Category 2 BB honor students?
Okay. IPM students, anyway, they are merging with the MBA cohort, and the placements, whatever are happening with MBA, will happen. TAPME is a well
You can
known.
quote the average placements right now because it's going to different audiences. They'll better judge it.
See, last year, this year, This year we are looking at anywhere around 14 to 15 lakhs average CTC for a general MBA program. Now these guys will be graduating in MBA after 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever is the increment that is expected to happen will happen there.
Take it.
Okay. So they can look at it that way. So that's the gap. Uh, for BBA honors, we have multiple internships and final placements.
Okay.
Okay. So student has to undergo two internships, actually three internships. First is social internship, but that is more about social contribution, so they can do it. Conscious efforts are taken into three areas. All students have to undergo a compulsory sales internship at the end of
Sales
second
internship.
year. It's
Okay.
so
Everyone.
8 weeks. Everyone 8 weeks has to be sitting on a shop front and selling things. We place the students. We place students with stipend and that and targets and incentives, and they have to do that because we want
What
to
is the
remove
rationale
this
behind that thought?
because there is an unnatural fear of sales amongst the
Taken.
students.
Yeah.
Okay, and the biggest problem that you will find is that see, irrespective of whatever job they will do in their life, okay, they will be selling themselves. Okay, I'm talking putting it in a very crude manner,
Yeah.
but they will basically, you see, even if you are an equity analyst, okay,
You need to
you,
sell yourself.
unless you are in a position to sell your recommendation to the portfolio manager,
That's true.
okay, you are not going to be a great equity analyst.
Taken.
Because if the portfolio manager doesn't act on it, your recommendation is nothing but waste, right?
Sure.
It is not, no portfolio manager has come to you and say, "Can you give me what you have done?" But I have seen so many of my, when I did my MBA and joined CRISIL and in many other places, I would find inhibition would can easily kill careers.
Yeah. It
Okay,
does.
I will not go and speak with manner. Okay, and that is what we want to remove.
Mm.
Okay, so right from there to any HR role, also you have a lot of sales involved. Everywhere, wherever you have
Yeah.
engagement with
Sales
people, you
sales
are
is part
trying
and
to
parcel of
convince people.
everything. Implicit part
Yeah.
of each and everything. Yeah.
So rather than doing some workshop here and there, okay, we thought the best way to make students really appreciate this is to see. And it's not necessary that it works. Okay, I'll tell you, for the first batch, after they had gone to sales internship, I was in the evaluation, and there were many students who came back and said, because this is one question I would ask everyone: what is it that you learned about yourself in these 8 weeks?
Oh.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, not about the company and all. And many came and said, "Sir, I don't think I can do sales." I was very uncomfortable in the whole process, which is okay.
Yeah.
But what we made them understand is, okay, if you're not doing sales and you're deciding something about your career, then you have to take it very, very seriously because
Yeah.
you now know that there is no backup option.
Taken.
In MBA, you will find many people will take marketing as an elective stream,
Mm-hmm.
saying that okay, कुछ नहीं हुआ तो sales में job मिल ही जाएगा.
मिल ही जाएगा.
But they have not done sales.
Hmm.
So when the first time they start doing it, they really feel the pinch.
Yeah.
Here we are telling the student, you know what can happen, and you know you are not good at it.
Yeah.
I
I
also
think
had a very large number of
self-learning is
students.
very important over here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we also had a large cohort of students who, after coming back, said, "Sir, I know what I want to do.
Okay.
If finance finance, okay, I am going to." So some of them basically took up, said, "Sir, they want to go to banking. They really like banking, but they also know that okay, relationship manager is something that they're looking forward to
Yeah.
because now they have understood that okay, they can convince people, they
Yeah.
can engage people, and this there is a huge growth available."
I was just flipping the reels some other day, and I got to see one reel where one very very rich person was asked, how did you become and reach over here? He said, I can sell to animals also the property because
Yeah.
because of that particular quality I am over here. So salespeople are immensely rich in today's time if they're real
No,
estate or
but we
something.
are not only stopping there. See,
Yeah,
we know the students are doing it for the first time. They need help.
they
We
do.
have
They
faculty
do need.
members who are always available to counsel them, help them find a way out, help them find their way out. Okay. After they finish that, the second internship that they have to do is at the end of third year. If they are coming to the honors year, okay, then they have to complete this internship, which is a 4 months corporate internship based on their elective stream.
Right.
Okay, and this elective internship is where they really are going deep because you see, generally what happens, an internship is for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Okay, the 2 week internship may not necessarily give the company an opportunity to evaluate you in
Well.
detail. and also does not give an opportunity to work on something very substantial.
Right.
But this 4 months internship is really making a big difference to us. Okay.
Yeah.
Then in finance domain, especially because of regulatory reasons, many times internships are not that deep. See, a bank, and we should appreciate it, a bank has very strong privacy issues. Okay, you can't just share information.
Yeah. Yeah. Take
So
it.
someone who joins a bank for an internship, he says, okay, I want to work on credit appraisal.
Yeah. It
Okay,
won't allow most
banks cannot be
banks
allowed.
won't
I mean,
allow
see,
it.
that is, if I am a client of a bank, I will also find it very uncomfortable
Uncomfortable,
if
yeah,
my data
because
is being available
useful
to.
information will go out. That is mostly the problem.
So for many places in finance, what we have done is we that 4 months are used to curate their CV. What we are doing is they undergo an internship for 2 months.
Hmm.
Then we train them on Bloomberg and Reuters for a month.
Yeah,
So
that's good.
and they get good certifications. They actually get the certifications from Bloomberg and Reuters. And then for a month, we also train them completely on equity research and NCFM certifications.
Okay.
So that at the end of this 4 months, when they come back, they are coming with really good, deep understanding of various aspects of finance and skilled enough to go into the market.
Yeah.
So similar, this 4 months, when they come again, they are studying 10 elective subjects in one stream.
Okay.
Okay, and we do the final placements, which is again full fledged
Okay.
in semester eight.
So, I mean,
So they
what are
are
you eyeing at? I mean, at average placements for this particular bank? Because,
okay.
that will
We
give
are we
clarity
are
to BB honor
eyeing
students
anywhere
also.
see, I will be very frank. We are anywhere eyeing around 8 to 10. 10 is what we are eyeing.
Okay.
Okay, on an average.
On an average for the BB honors program. All right.
Yes.
Okay, next question to you, sir. I mean, because it's a residential program, I think both of them. So, are
No, no,
these,
no. It's not a compulsory residential
it is
program.
not a compulsory residential program. So, okay. We'll discuss that also because I would like to understand, extracurriculars and sports facilities that you're providing to the students.
Okay.
So, please highlight the residential part as well along with it.
Okay. So it's not a compulsory residential program, but hostels will be available to all those who are
Take it.
interested to have them.
Okay.
If you are a day scholar, that is certainly available. Buses are available for across Bangalore. Buses are available to bring you from your home and back. So both of
And
these
same
are
goes for IPM as well.
no. IPM also is not first 3 years is not a compulsory residential program.
Last two
They can
years.
stay at home also and this one also. Because Manipal is a very small town, we don't provide any bus service.
Okay.
You can reach anywhere in Manipal in 7 minutes to 10 minutes. So, but most of the students, at least 80% of the students prefer to stay in hostels.
Right.
Okay, and so we have very good hostels in Bangalore.
Okay.
We have in both places one of the best gymnasiums that a school can have, the Marina.
Okay.
Uh, it's around 2 lakh square feet.
2 lakh
It
square
has,
feet. Okay.
yeah, it is a 2 lakh square feet. It has not only a gymnasium, it has a tennis court. It has two badminton courts. It has a in what you can say. They have a football ground which is inside the gymnasium.
Full
Okay, the
ground.
small football ground,
Small football
not
ground.
the big one.
Okay.
Plus, there is a full-fledged cricket pitch. There is a full-fledged uh, football ground, and then there are basketball courts,
Everything.
internal and external, table tennis, and all those facilities are there. They have very good mess. Food facilities are there. We have counters, live counters in some places, and even the kiosks where food items are available overnight.
Okay. Apart from
We
the
are
mess, the
very
live counters are running for the food
yeah, yeah, inside the hostel. So
inside the
in the
hostel. Inside the
hostel,
hostels. Okay.
yeah. So some small Maggie and all something we
Everything
provide
is there. Yeah.
for those who are looking for it. We are very conscious. We are one of the very few institutes which has made a decision that this Swiggy Zomato is not actually allowed inside the campus.
Inside the campus.
Yeah, because we had found cases where misuse of this facility was done by external people. So we are very sorry. There is a full-fledged safety system here.
Security
Uh,
and safety is there. All right.
yeah, security to the fact that every day, if I don't have my ID card, even though I've been going into that campus for last 3 years, I'm not allowed.
Not allowed.
So
Oh,
if I, by one chance, I don't have my ID card, I have to put my driving license with the security. Security gives me a temporary ID card, only which after which I can be allowed inside. So we are very particular on student safety.
student safety.
Okay, we don't want any malcontent to come in and do something which is not acceptable.
And
We are very
inside
particular
everything is
student
available.
safety.
That's great. So you're providing food stalls and kiosk and
Yeah, yeah,
everything.
but we are not a jail.
Hmm.
Students are allowed to go out. Okay,
Okay.
I think from 6 to 9:30. From morning 6 to 9:30, they can go out and on. By 9:30, we expect them to come inside the campus.
Hmm.
I think by 10:30, they should be inside the hostel.
Okay. Taken. Taken. So
Yeah.
now, uh, finally, a message from your side to the student audiences that you would like to share, who want to, why TAPMI and why management is a career, and something that should come from the desk of TAPMI for the students exclusively.
Okay. Why tap me? In short, okay, we are extremely conscious of the student career aspirations, and that is what we fulfill. So, if you have a career aspiration in your mind and you want to take it up, okay, tap me is the place to be, right? Why management as a career? Management is extremely interesting career choice. Okay, it has been very underplayed over the years,
Yeah.
where people have generally preferred to go and do engineering or something, and then to redirect their careers have come to management. But today, with the diversity that is coming in and the technology that is coming in extensively, management is taking more center stage because a lot of automation is making other things redundant. I would not say irrelevant, but redundant.
Mhm.
And management is becoming more and more center stage, and hence management as a career is a great place to do. And if you ask my message to all the students, I would tell them that, okay, this is a very important stage of your life. You're going to make a choice. So always make a very, very clear, informed choice. Seek this information. Whatever choice you make today is going to make impact your life over the next 50 years. Okay, this is a generation which I'm sure will continue working till the age of 70. They're all at 16,
Not
17
going to,
years of
yeah,
age.
yeah.
Okay, even if you say next 40, 50 years is what they are going to work. So what choice they make now, but don't stress. Okay, information, seeking clarity is a far better way to resolve issues than getting stressed. So my only request to all the students is don't stress out during this exam times and after this exam times. Okay, there is always a pathway available. Okay, seek information and make an informed choice. Best of luck.
Thank you, Aditya sir. And if somebody asks me after
Thank
this
you, Rahul.
conversation and interaction, why Tafni, I would say because they have a fantastic thought process. They have clearly thought the different tracks and pathways that are available for the students. They have made some informed choices about the research part, about the corporate part, about the foreign going for the foreign studies part, and also they are giving due consideration to your PhD part as well. Not only that, they have built in some fantastic systems within their organization. Despite the fact it's not fully residential program, they are giving due care. I mean, they're taking due care in terms of in terms of facilities they're providing, be it the gymnasium, be it the food, and the security and safety measures they have already taken. And the curriculum is fantastic. It has proven its track record in PG side, and now it's coming up in the UG sector. So it's a fantastic B school to go for. Thank you, Aditya, sir, for joining.
Thank you very much,
Thank you.
Rahul.
All right.